Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Place with Goody. My name is Goody, and I am the co-founder, along with my son, of that snack you did not know you were waiting for, Goody's granola. A granola that is gluten-free, organic, dairy-free, and just a very clean product. One bite, you can't put it down. Give it a shot, folks. Today we have a special show for you. We have a singer, musician that we found. Well, I didn't find. My tech guy, Jason, was driving the train one day, and he thought he heard this angel singing. And he looked around, and I want to introduce you to my new man, Bess. He is the gentleman that was singing in the subway, and he came here, and it's just fantastic that he's here. I love what he's doing. First thing I want Bess to do, Bess, this is your stuff. I want to get a reaction of someone that never even heard of us, what they think about it.
Let me try this. Let's try it. First of all,
now this is unsolicited. This is not rehearsed.
Jason
This
was
is the first time
Yeah, I was driving the train.
Jason
You
was
got people think I'm a tech guy, I'm a train conductor.
He's a train
talent agent. You're a talent agent.
Right.
Jason does a lot of shit.
I just got all the hats on.
We have fun in my place. Just look, brother and sisters.
Yeah.
Jason. No, you gotta give an honest opinion. This is all unrehearsed, unsolicited. This is the first time I've ever met Bess. And it makes him cough.
The oats. You definitely need something to drink with this because the oats, but I love
It's stuck in your throat sometimes.
Yeah, this is way better than a Kind Bar. Now, Kind Bar, even though it's quote unquote supposedly healthy, it has a lot of stuff with the chemicals they put around it.
Absolutely.
And this it's wholesome. I like it.
How's the flavor on this stuff?
I'm a chocolate lover, so this works.
It's also like dark chocolate, and it is
Dark
organic.
chocolate. Slick.
All right. Enough about Goody granola. I feel like we're doing a commercial.
Nah, I'm gonna be snacking through this. I'm not. Okay, there's an interview.
No, you can eat this stuff all.
While I'm eating. Okay.
You can do it. I love it. I love it.
All right. Cool.
Okay?
This is mine too, right?
That's yours too,
This is
bro.
mine too. We're just making
This
sure.
is yours too.
All right, this is mine too. All right,
Now-
that's to wash it down. Cause I definitely want to wash it down.
Cheers. We're having a good time tonight, boy.
I am dropping
That
stuff
tastes
on the
what's
floor.
here.
What's in there?
Water.
Oh,
It's Peregrino water, actually. It's good stuff.
right.
Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you, my man.
That's
I've heard a lot about you. Now, how long? Let me ask you a question. How long have you been doing subways?
You know how you just doing something and then you look back and then you just see the time just flew by, and I would say strongly, 15 years I've been on the train singing. If you asked me last year, it would have been 7, but I would say about a strong 10 to 15 years.
No kidding. No kidding. What was your background to singing? How did you get into singing?
Well, I mean, I come from that generation when you see somebody, well, I guess everybody sees that person on TV and you hear a noise and you see this person singing, whether it's Michael or Stevie, or it inspires you to follow those footsteps. So as a kid, I wanted to sing. And I started singing as a kid, and I was that kid that would pick up a broom and start singing for the family and stuff like that. But what I didn't do, I would say, and I'm only saying this so people could pick up on it, whoever looks at this, that I had a talent, but I didn't perfect my talent till much later.
As far as what, lessons or training or?
Well, everything, just more or less paying attention to details of mastering your voice or your tool or whatever you're doing. You know, you have to take time to master it.
Did you have someone help you today? Did you have a mentor? Did you do some?
Later on in life, I did the voice lessons and different things like that. But in the early stages, when I thought I was the hot shit, you know, as a kid and just as a teen, and you choose to do this and try to make it your career or whatever the case may be, those were the years maybe if I had known better, I would have really, really solidified my mastering then. But life has it where sometimes no regret. I'm just saying, you know, you learn off of these different situations and you become better. So
Absolutely. You can't, you know, you think about stuff that you've done or stuff that you haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone does that.
Sure.
Everyone says, yeah. And well, you just can't dwell on that stuff because what's over, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you got to go forward.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through that, and most people, I think everybody does that. You know, what they regret not doing this or doing that, and it felt right at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look back and you go, why did I do that? And that's the thing, as you get older and you realize that time is slowly draining out of that sand glass,
Mm-hmm.
You got to take it, you got to start doing what you have to do. It's on a different level. You almost feel like, well, I wasted enough time. You can't waste any more time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's bad. Do you have any other aspirations? You've been doing this for 10, 13 years. Do you get gigs from this?
Yeah, I get gigs. I live decently well off of what I do. Cause
This is all you do. You don't have a side job?
Well, besides probably trade stocks, but and invest. But I just
you made that money to invest doing what you do.
Yeah, I make sure that I'm wise with what I'm doing, because no matter what you're doing, whether you are on the trains working the train or you are in a store, it's what you do with the money and how you spend it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I make sure that I'm very strategic with what I do with my money. And that's why I'm able to not work for somebody and work for myself in the MTA and sustain myself, along with also with a great support.
What, from family?
Family and different things like that. Yeah.
Are you married?
I'm engaged. We just became engaged.
Congratulations. Good for you.
And
Good for you.
2 weeks ago. So
when are you getting married?
Oh, I want to do it a year from now. I want to do it.
It's just one of these long. How long have you been engaged?
No, I've been with her for 5 years, since before COVID. Well, it's a whole story. I could make it short.
Tell it if you like.
So I met her right before COVID, and my mother got sick during COVID, or in that area where they was trying to figure out what COVID was, and my mom had.
I am going to be back to that story in a few minutes after you're done.
No problem. My mother had this massive stroke, and anyway, that's one thing. But in that time when we got to stay inside, and me and her were just hanging out. She would stay over at the house and different things like that. And that's when I got to know who she was.
This is a fiance.
This is my fiance. And when I met her, I had no intention. Like, marriage was, I was like, never again. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to get married. Hell no. Why? You know, what's the benefit of it? But meeting this person has made me see what the benefit. Having the experience of having to take care of my mother made me see the benefit and understand.
Was she taking care of your mom?
No, it was me and my father was taking care of my mom.
Okay.
But the story is with that is that my mom always used to wish my father would get sick first because he was always outside working. So, you know, he was just always out the house. He probably didn't want to hear her mouth that much. So he was always out the house. So she would always want him to get sick first to see who's going to come and take care of him. She ended up being the person that got sick. And in that experience of her lasting for like a year and 6 months, because she couldn't move. She couldn't really move. talking was slurred, but her memory was still pretty good
From a stroke.
from a stroke.
Oh my God.
Because the initial night that she had the stroke is that she was laid on the floor in their house for a while. And then that's when my father found her, and that's what came about. But if she had left that night, I probably would have been a broken person, still in therapy, being in therapy. But the whole experience, she gave us the chance to be able to heal. She got a chance to see that her family loved her.
You're talking about your mom.
I'm talking about my mom, right? I had to segue. So that experience,
Just trying to get it straight for me, so maybe.
yeah, Dave, you understand. So that watching my father and my mother relationship, how he was there cooking. He was the cook, I was the nurse. And you gotta understand, my father was 80 at the time.
Oh my God.
80 something years old. So he, knees not great, but he would wake up early. He would help me give her a bath. We would cook. He would cook all the meals for her. I was the nurse. I would wash her up. I would change her, do whatever I had to do. And just watching that marriage is not just about the feelings of love. It's commitment. It's for better or worse, rich or poor. Those values, core values, that's what it is. Because sometimes in marriage, things change, feelings change. And it's okay. It's an up and down ride. So, but what's important is the commitment of, I want you to have a great life. So that taught me, and with my fiance being there and seeing her, who she is as a person, it just changed my whole outlook of marriage. You understand marriage?
Inspiration now.
Yeah, man. I mean, because I think that women are taught to focus on the wedding. We are taught to focus on providing,
Right.
Right.
I got
Right.
it, yeah.
Especially now, the dynamic of the culture, because everything is basically fueled by money, or how could this company program people to believe this so we can get the money from it? That's how I see it. So so we lose our goal settings with each other. We're in it for other reasons other than. I mean, we lose ourselves.
Money. If I was married,
Right.
I'm divorced, and one of the problems, married for 40 years, and I say in a joke that it was the best 2 years of my life. But we did a lot of stuff together, but we kind of grew apart. And one of the problems was that we didn't save our money. We kind of spent money. Then I lost money twice, when the market crashed in 86 or 87. And then 2008, there was a market crash. So I lost a whole bunch of money. I had a factory, a leather factory in Manhattan called Opus Leather. And that went bye-bye in 1989. And I had 20 people working for me. I had a payroll of almost $350,000 a year. I had 20 people working for me.
Nice.
Well, it was nice until everything went south,
Right.
and then I lost everything. And then in 2008, the real estate market crashed. So I lost a lot of my 401k. But when I retired, and I've always done things that I wanted to do. That's how my mind works.
Okay.
Put money into a movie or having a theater in Manhattan. I started doing this, and my ex-wife says, you got to stop that, go drive a cab. And I said, no, I'm not driving a cab. It's not what I do. And money was one of the catalysts of the fight.
Yes.
It's like, you got to go get money. And even now we doing this 13 years, and we're still not rolling in dough,
Right.
We owe the bank money, we owe this guy money. We're doing okay. We're paying all of our bills.
Okay.
To put money in the pocket is a whole other story. So I understand what you're saying about the money, but I like what you're doing is something I didn't do, is putting money away for the future.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're doing is you're investing in your future by doing your stocks. Because when you get to a certain age, if you don't have that money, and I'm not saying millions of dollars, just comfortable where you're living on just Social Security, it's rough. It's not an easy thing. So I wish you the best of luck in your marriage, and just try not to fight.
Well, we're gonna fight, but you just have to.
No. We used to fight where you used to hear us like
That type.
2 blocks away.
Oh.
It was a fight where there was never a physical fight. It was always a verbal fight. And we have a son who, again, is my partner, and he lives with this stuff. And it takes its toll on you and your wife and your children, if you have children.
Well, I won't fight because I view fighting as two people looking to be right instead of solving this situation.
But we tried to solve it. We went to marriage counseling.
Okay.
And we fought at the marriage counseling where I had to say, this is not right. And I left. I just got up during the session and walked out. I said, this is bullshit. I mean, I'm coming here to cure what we're doing, and we're doing it in front of the doctor or the psychiatrist or the therapist, marriage counselor. So it's easy for me to say. I'm just giving you advice that I think you can't be talking over each other. Once you start talking over, you get louder, I get louder. Before you know, you're yelling at each other. So, but I wish you good luck with that.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So I think to be with somebody and that you exist with, it's a terrific thing.
And the work that I'm doing on myself to make sure that we coincide, because we individually bring so much trauma and things that we don't take care of right to that relationship, and it plays its part into the relationship.
Well, you're bringing in your life, and your partner's bringing in her life experiences. And a lot of times people are bringing baggage in, or maybe they were abused from childhood.
Gotta let it go.
It's hard to let it go. It's a question. It's not letting it go. It's dealing with it and knowing and not throwing it on the person that you're with. You can never let go of stuff because hear me out. The memory is always there. It's like there's always stuff that you remember. I can go back as far as 4 years old. And there were traumatic experiences that I had that I remember, but I don't I don't put it on to somebody else. So it's not that you're letting it go, you're dealing with it, because the memory is always, and it could be, you might not think about it for years, but there might be one experience that triggers it off, that brings back that memory, and then it's just dealing with it and not exploiting that onto other people. So it's very important, man. And we were doing that to each other, So just be cool, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cool. And all of these experiences I have, and even these ideals I have, that's what I put in the music.
Do you write? Do you write music?
I do write music.
The lyrics and the song and the music?
I do a little bit of everything.
Well, which do you concentrate on? Or do you start? I want to ask you the process of that. Do you start with the music first, or the words first? I've asked this to everyone that sat down in that chair because I like to know how people do stuff.
However it comes. Sometimes if I'm in front of a piano and I could find what I want to, I could find certain chords that I like, and I'll put some words to it if it fits the story that I want to tell.
How long have you been playing the piano?
I'm more like an ear-trained person. I don't
But that's
really...
okay. That's
I've been dabbling for a long time, but I'm not a master. When I need more, the piano to do more, I get my cousin or my nephew or somebody who knows how.
Can you read music?
Hell no. Read music. I read what's inside here, and I just...
But that's okay. My dad was like that, where he can just pick up an instrument he wasn't prolific where he would sit there and play symphonies, like whole, but he would play. His hearing, his pitch was right. He had like this perfect pitch.
Nice.
He was a very talented guy, my dad.
Nice.
He was very cool. Now, when you're on the subway, do you perform original stuff or you're doing cover stuff?
Honestly, the comfortability is with doing covers because I want people to be comfortable with what they know. But yet, when I do my own original music, I think people like the fact they respect it more in a bit.
Yeah, I would throw in one original piece,
Yeah.
in your little concert.
And I do. It's just that.
Do you banter with the people on the train? Like, tell them what you're doing and this is an original piece that I wrote.
Oh, yeah.
If you enjoy it.
I do my opening speech. Let them know what's going on, and they all go, oh, God, I just want to go home. I just want to go to work. I'm just trying. Most people have that in New York. They just want to go where they want. They don't want to show. They don't want to see anybody dance. They don't want to see nothing. They just want to A to B and be in a zone of peace, especially when they go home. So I have all of those things to contend with.
I hear you.
So that's why sometimes, because my music, sometimes when I listen to it, is very, for me, it's a lot of things and it's still formulating. But that's why I tend to go with a lot of covers. And I try to, depending on, I could read what's going on in that cart because I actually perform inside the cart and I just deliver what I see, feel what I see.
Do you have a schedule that you do? Do you have working hours that you put down for yourself? Or is it a freelance thing? What are your hours? When do you do this?
From Monday to Friday, about from 2 to like 7.
Really? You do this for 5 hours?
Yeah, to about 5 hours, 2 to 7. And lately I've been very lazy. If I don't feel like going out, I ain't gonna go out.
Well, let me ask you a question. This is for the people out there.
Okay.
What subway can they take to see you perform?
A train from Canal, even further, Fulton to 125th. I travel that line. I do the Q train, and I do the E train. The E train takes me home to Queens.
Do you have people that recognize you that are always, like, there's some, like people going to work or people coming back from work. You're doing the rush hour back home, usually after people. Any of the same people actually see you?
Yeah, there's a lot of people say, I seen you the other day.
Oh, isn't that cool?
I seen you 2 years ago. I get a lot of people DM me telling me how I changed their day, and I get a lot of good vibes from people, and again, to be able to be in New York in a where we're so desensitized and to be able to get a reaction from people who are protecting themselves.
I think that's fantastic that they know you and they appreciate what you do. And you get thanks. Besides getting money,
right?
That praise and that thank you is worth money. And,
exactly.
It's for your soul.
The smiles.
Oh, yeah.
The smiles it's something to see people start, when they just, I love when a person who gives that, and then after they, I change their whole vibe.
Great.
I love that power of doing it. That's the kind of the gifts you get from performing on the trains.
Well, I get a touch of that. Not as much of what you're doing, but I don't present a performance thing. When I walk my dog in the morning.
Okay.
And, I a lot of people I see, and I say good morning. And there's a lot of people that have this nasty, they're getting up.
The New York screw face.
And then all of a sudden, not all of them. I get you people that just like kind of say, fuck you under your breath or get the fuck out of here. But the majority of them, all of a sudden, they go, oh, good morning. And that kind of makes their day a little bit nicer when they start.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a great way for people to wake up. At first, I was very self-conscious about doing it. You didn't know how people were going to react. Because actually, I've read this same way. If you say good morning to people, it's giving you a great start for your day.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel good. And that's actually how it turned out. So now it's like, good morning, have a great day. And most of the people, they go, wow, yeah, you too, you know?
Yeah.
And so I understand where you're coming from.
Everywhere greets each other except for New York. You go down south, that's when it's like, what the hell? He just said something to me. Good morning.
People think you're nuts.
Yeah, good morning. Up here is like, huh? What you doing?
But you have to, there are so many people that I do see, because there's a certain group at different times, maybe going to work or coming into the neighborhood, going to work that don't live here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of hospitals around here and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So there's a lot of nurses and doctors.
Came from some other state.
Even the guys that are picking up garbage, I know them now on the route. And good morning, so they say, "How you doing today?" Hey, what's up? What's up? So it's cool. It's a very good thing. Now, do you ever perform like at a station, or are you strictly a subway guy?
I'm strictly a train person, on the train, captured audience person. You can't run, you can't go nowhere. You're gonna hear me. That's what I do.
You ever get anyone give you a request? Can you do this song, or can you?
Maybe once in a very blue moon. Once a year, I would say somebody asks for a request, because I do a medley of songs. So, and if depending on the length of stops and different on my routine, you get a full full show for whatever, a full bag for what you get, So it's pretty cool.
I think it's great. You've been doing this, say, 10 to 13 years. Did you ever have a 9 to 5?
Yeah.
What did you do? Give me some of your background. That's what I want to know. Like where you were born in the city, where'd you grow up?
Well, man, I've been in New York all my life. I was born in Brooklyn.
Whereabouts?
Around the Crown Heights area.
Okay, yeah.
Park Slope area. And just to zoom it up, I've worked as a delivered packages. Bus driver. I was a train driver for a minute. Bus. I was a private company. I did the MTA for a second. Train operator for a second.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How long was that? How long did you do?
6 months.
How'd you like that?
I loved it, but I just made a mistake to get myself out of it. So things happen, and you move on. So and yeah, but then I'm kind of messing up the.
No, that's okay.
But I also was into promoting parties, did comedy, did a stint in California for a second, which made me come back here and just be like, I don't feel like working for anybody anymore. And that's when I got into the train, and because I seen my talent. I was able to, I know how to make people laugh. I developed this thing. I saw my talent.
You did stand up.
No, not stand up. It's just that I'm a very creative person. So and I didn't want to waste that creativity. So a guy that I saw on the train, he came in and he started guitar. His name is Mars Daniel, and he played and he was singing, very short skit thing he did. And that was like, wow, he looked so happy. Because I wasn't feeling happy at the moment. It's not that I wasn't feeling happy. I was just looking for my purpose, per se. And he came on, and I wanted to have that same feeling he had. And that's what led me to start singing on the train.
Yeah, that takes a lot of balls to do that stuff.
Oh, yeah, I was scared at first.
No, that's what I want to ask you. How long did it kind of take you to get acclimated where you would just come on and just do your thing and not get this thing in your stomach?
Uh-huh.
The nerves that...
I still get that.
Oh, you okay.
it don't go nowhere. Because again, this is you're in a place where it's not you're coming into somebody's living room and singing practically.
Yeah, but when you start, there's got to be a lot of fear, self-consciousness.
No, not
None?
not right now.
No, I'm not talking about now. I'm
But
talking about
beginning?
when you first started.
Oh yeah, in the beginning it was crazy. It was I couldn't. It was so hard for me to get on the train, and then only when a friend who plays the congas, who goes on the train, he said, "I'll ride with you a couple of times. I'll play the conga and you just sing." And I did that once, twice with him, and I left him and I said thank you, and then that's when I was able to just keep going on from then on. So now I basically am a scientist with.
No,
We're doing
you
this now.
This is for anybody that wants to sing on the subways. He's teaching you how to do this stuff.
Yeah, 101, subway training 101.
First, you got to get a job as a conductor.
Oh.
Did you sing when you were a conductor? Not you were you a conductor?
I was a train operator.
Okay, you're an engineer.
I was a train operator in training, and no, I wasn't about singing. I was too busy studying to become that. So for a minute, because you get tired. I mean, as with anything, you get tired of the hustle and the bustle of it.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm at that stage where I got tired of the hustle and chasing, and I was tired. I've been tired for a while, and I'm looking.
I just got up an hour ago.
But chasing after that, it's just like any job, you get tired of it doing it for a long time, and you want some type of change. You want some type of growth, man. And
well, you didn't do it a long time. You said you only did it 6 months. I guess that was long.
Well, that was the MTA situation, but the singing, I've been doing it for 13 years.
Right.
So that's what I'm talking about when I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of the hustle.
The hustle you're doing now.
The hustle of I'm getting tired where I find more pleasure in watching other people. I get a lot of pleasure of seeing people who are like me and putting them out.
If you want, I can sing for you tonight.
Sure, go ahead.
But, I don't think you're going to get much pleasure out of it. That's the difference.
Okay. I'm sure you do all right.
No, that you never heard.
I will lie and be, oh my God, this was so great. Okay.
Well, that's one thing we don't do here.
Okay.
We don't lie about how great people are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't tell them the absolute truth about it, but we kind of work on them.
Oh, say it in a nice way.
Give another shot. No, we really do.
Okay.
I mean, it's very important that we want to make people look good.
Mm-hmm.
Really because people might want to come here and they get nervous because it's really like an intimate little space, singing to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's even harder. Like I'm trying to get some people to do stand-up, which is a very hard thing to do in this place.
Yeah.
Because you're not playing to anybody. But I believe if people would come and try it, it might hone their craft a little bit. This is basically like practice. When you just say you're a stand-up, you're not practicing in front of people. You might be practicing probably in front of a mirror, or maybe in a microphone and hear it back on a tape or something, or maybe you get a relative or something. You don't have an audience.
From what I understand with comedians, because I dealt with a lot of them, they write what they write, and then they go out and get the feedback, and then
I know they go to open mics, but they still have to get the timing right. They still have to not just write it down. You got to talk it out too. And before you get to that mic, the mic is perfecting the art.
Mm-hmm.
That's giving you what you rehearsed, and then you kind of get notes from that, like doing a show. You're up there and you're acting, and you have a director sitting down there in the audience. All they're doing is taking notes. They're watching you, but they're taking notes to help you. A comedian needs the same stuff. Maybe this is not working, or their timing might be off a little bit. But we wanted to sketch comedy here. I think that would be cool.
Sketch? Yeah, I think you could do having a comedian just talk. That will be, because one of the things, even when you look at like comedians on YouTube, most of the times with a audience, because their laughter will kind of initiate the viewer's laughter. If you're not getting the laughter on there, unless they're really excellent, it's kind of, it's like almost like it's can be infectious. The laughter can be
Oh,
infectious.
absolutely. That's why you had canned laughter on
Right.
some of these sitcoms. But I watch comedians like on TikTok.
Mhm.
You know, it's a 30-second little gig. There's no canned laughter.
Mhm.
Some of them are actually funny. They're just doing it into the camera.
Right.
It's their audience. And when they're funny like that, it's great.
Mhm.
You know, and then there are a lot of people you see that kind of laying eggs and need some kind of coaching or more rehearsing. You know, like there's one comedian, God bless you. The one comedian I watched a few times on the subway, he dresses up in these different costumes and he tells these really corny jokes.
Mhm.
And to me, some of them is so funny because they're so corny.
Mhm.
And I guess they have someone taking his, someone's like Jason here,
Mhm.
videotaping us. And besides videotaping him, they're videotaping reactions to the audience.
Mhm.
And you see some of these guys. All of a sudden, you get one guy that laughs, and they go, "Yay, we got one!" You know. And but he's funny. He's a funny guy. I don't know if you ever seen him.
No, I've never
He's
seen.
a tall guy, white guy.
Mm-mm.
He's great.
The comedian that I used to see was a guy who used to talk about the train being his house. He was like homeless, and on drugs at the same time, I guess, off and on. He be coming down and like talk like this. Y'all need to pick up them papers from my house. You know what I'm saying? He just go into his whole routine based upon his house being the train cart, and he was pretty cool.
I think it's like it's a whole nother world.
Mhm.
It really is a whole nother world. It's I'm amazed. I'm amazed at it.
What subway singing is always, from doo-wop. I guess guys who doo-wop will go on the train and sing, or the subway
Yeah.
stations, and so it's not nothing new. New York is known.
No.
for this
I had friends that had an a cappella group back in the day. Matter of fact, I think they worked maybe once or twice with the Young Rascals at the time, opening up. But they were great. A lot of times, I grew up in the projects in Canarsie.
Okay.
Wait, didn't call it a project. It's a housing development.
Yes.
It was baby project. And the hallways, the echo, always, it was great. But these guys were so talented. They were terrific. Especially in the summertime on the beach, talking about women, the girls around them, listening to it.
You won't get that no more.
It was a sight to behold, man. It was a terrific thing. I'd love to get a doo-wop group in here. I think that would be fantastic.
There's a couple of doo-wop groups down still on the subway. I wouldn't call them a doo-wop group, but yeah, I know that some of them.
Well, they sing a cappella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They walk through the train and just be like.
I would love it. If I find them, I want to try to get them to come here.
Okay.
It would be fantastic.
Do I have a number of one of them guys? I have the number. I just got to remember the name that's associated with them. But yeah, I know them.
Well, if you ever know anybody, you got my man Jason here, Jay Blazing.
Mhm.
He's blazing away with all kinds of stuff. It's amazing to see. Very, very talented, busy guy.
Jay's the one who got me here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's amazing. He sent me the video.
Yeah, I was like,
He had this video, and all of a sudden he's looking around like this on the video, and there you were. Yeah, he showed that girl that ate the sandwich.
yeah,
She was part of your crew.
She has the voice. If you imagine the angel, you imagine that angel being her voice.
What, do you do a duet together?
Yeah, we sing it.
Oh, well, let me get you back here.
Yeah, sure.
Get her into this thing.
I don't know if she had. Anyway, she was weird when I told her about it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll ask her again. But sure.
What did she say?
She just said no. No reason.
You knows already.
No reason. No, because I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk what I think it is. I know she just said no.
Well, she might think it different once she sees your interview here, here you see here.
Sure. Maybe she
sees
needs
the
some
space. A
detail.
lot of people, they don't understand the space.
Mm-hmm.
But when they see one of the podcasts and they background here, they really dig what they see. And we're trying to make it feel homey. It's good good balance,
Mhm.
whatever. And that's cool. What kind of
Music.
where do you see it? Well, that's a good question. That's what I was going to ask you next. What kind of music do you do?
Personally, I would guess I'll be in the R&B area, soul area. But what I perform is it could be from Prince to from just varies. Or
Do you do any rap?
hell no,
Oh, hell no.
I don't do rap.
Well, I don't mean it as a downgrade. It's not form.
I'm sorry. When you said rap, what I hear today just jumped into my head, and I said, no, I don't do that.
There was some good stuff down that came out. No? Am I wrong?
That's because I have this understanding of frequency and vibration and vibration. And I understand that how music affects people. So a lot of the music that you hear on the radio is not, in my belief, is not best for us to, it's like a sort of a programming to have that certain mentality.
Okay. Like what kind of mentality are you talking about? Like gangster rap or exploitation
It
rap?
started with gangster rap, because before hip hop, when hip hop first came out, it was basically upliftment of yourself. You're bragging. It was like, I got this, I got that. It was more party orientated. It was just more about just self-expression.
But it sounded good. It felt good.
It felt right because you used samples from songs that you knew
Talking about
that put it together.
I'm not talking about like exploiting women and.
Well, then we moved into the gangster rap, which had may have had its own agenda, because the power of music. I mean, music is extremely powerful. Where how it affects you to dance, how it affects you to make love, how it affects in church, how it affects you to speak tongues or communicate with God. These are the things. So it has an effect on you. So when I hear the music today and hip hop today, it's like, being that have the life experience of just seeing the changes, I'm like, wow, this is not good. Even when now music is just, before there was the verse and bridge and chorus, now it's just, everything just sounds like one big sample. There is no imagination.
No, I hear what you're saying. Like I hear these guys blasting this stuff in the car. When I'm walking my dog in the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I just don't. It's just I'm not to me, because I'm not part of that group.
Right.
It doesn't make that much sense to me. I don't hear the music. I don't hear the value. Maybe.
Every generation complains about the next generation's music.
When I was coming up in the 60s, and then we have rock and roll, and I was at Woodstock, and that group, when I had hair, it was long.
You had hair? Seriously? So,
parents couldn't understand. It's like, when I used to go with my dad and play the radio, he would do, his like Frank Sinatra. Mm-hmm. Now I've learned to appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I've always appreciated as a kid just every genre of music, but the intentions behind the music was love. I think there's nothing new. I'm sure that there were songs back in the days that talked about dicks and penises and stuff like that, but you won't hear it on the radio.
Right.
But it's just now the intention. But as like the 60s, you had a peace movement. The 60s, 70s, a lot of the music was about the peace. All right. And then 70s came on, there was the disco era. 90s, 80s was a transition where the rap just came out and different things. So it was rap, a new introduction of a new hip hop thing. And now it's like they're using all of those tools just to have us to like, it's just, music is almost like dead. There's no any real positive energy in it.
My son, he would play these, rap, nice music, but they were always covers of previous artists that, like even Steely Dan or Michael, these who am I talking about? The Doobie Brothers.
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald. good, great music.
Yeah.
But which is a good thing is that they were appreciated by these rap artists.
Yeah.
And they saw the value. So, and then you had you guys that would do all this, it was like a one step pony or whatever. It just sounded, there was no ups and downs. It was like on one, like a table. It was just flat with it was like,
Just to be clear, hip hop can do that. I mean, as far as music, when you talk about music, was really the attention goes on the lyrics and the rhythm of what you put in the lyrics. People more pay attention to the lyrics. Now, if the beat accompanies that greatly, we appreciate it. And usually that's when back in the day, they would take a piece of the song and the best part of that song, they would sample it and that can groove and rock on. You can groove on and rock on.
But to me, that was more my thing. I'm not saying I'm a connoisseur in rap, which I am not. I just know what I like and what's good for my ear. And some of the stuff that I listen to, it just, to me, it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't make you grow. It doesn't, like, I remember when I used to certain songs, but you were just like Sailing by Christopher Cross. Okay. As soon as that song comes out, you start, before you even hear the words, you just thinking about water.
By the music.
Water.
The music.
You just automatically just feel water. There's certain songs that you would feel, every person will interpret a different way. The picture, now this songs, you just picture a woman's bending over or somebody like the music has no life in it.
Well,
no real life in it.
There's music that I hear from my
industry-based music, not talk. It's just industry. When you talk about the top 10, the top 20, that's the music I'm talking about.
I hear you, but there's a song. What's beautiful about music and songs is you can hear a song that you heard 20 years ago and it's going to put you right back into that thing. It's just music is fantastic. I love music.
I love music too.
Well, I know you do. You do music. I listen to music and I appreciate what I listen to. Like, I got into classical music and I got into it and I had a 5th grade teacher. His name was Mr. Desser. And, you used to have like a rest period. I don't know if you go that far back. And I believe, if my memory is correct, like from 12 to 1, we had a rest. It was in his class.
Rest period? I never had a rest period.
And he would put, the first piece that I've ever heard was Beethoven's Fifth. And he would make the class just say, just listen to the music, just relax. And listen to the story of the music, go on its journey. And it was just such an unbelievable thing. It was great. And I'll give you an experience that I had when I was a chauffeur. You know Leonard Bernstein?
You said you was a sheriff?
He was a composer.
No, you said you was a sheriff. Did that what you just said? Did you just say you was a sheriff?
No, in my limo, I was a chauffeur.
Oh, okay.
And I was driving Leonard Bernstein. I drove him couple of times, and I took him up to Connecticut, and a very nice guy, he was right there. You could talk to him. He wasn't pretentious, and they took me up to the green room. Said, come on, they took me up to the green room, and then I sat in the audience and I watched them conduct, and it was the first Philharmonic that I've ever heard live. And if you never heard a Philharmonic, there's this power and these instruments and the cohesiveness. It takes you, it blows you away.
Yeah.
It really does. And I had that same experience the first time I saw a live ballet. Last year, I have a very good friend that worked with Alvin Ailey. He's a jazz musician. And he invited me this year. I couldn't go. Every Christmas, they have an out in the City Center Theater. I think it's on 55th Street. They have an Alvin Ailey Christmas show, a holiday show. And I went there last year, and to watch these people live, I mean, the bodies, the men were beautiful, the women were beautiful, such physical specimens. And the way they danced, it was unbelievable to see it in person. I mean, you really do appreciate it.
It's always great, better to hear that, and like, because you get the vibrations from those instruments, and you see it live. Yeah, sometimes that can't translate on a record or on TV.
It's an unbelievable feeling.
There's been times when me and the girl that we get the whole cart singing along with us.
Yeah, you got it, especially if you guys are really good and you guys are in the moment and you move the audience that you just met that's going to work or coming home from work, and they had a fight with somebody before they left, or they had a bad day, and then you're making their day better. And you're making them all feel the same thing. So it's a great thing for you. It's a great thing. Everybody wins on that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a terrific thing.
If you're open for it to let it happen.
Yeah.
You're not in that New York state of mind, and you open for it to happen. And it's, for me, individually and with other people, it has happened. And at that moment, it's like euphoric. It's the energy that you just received.
It's great. I love it. It's great. Now, you said you're getting tired of the hustle. What would you do? Well, what are your plans?
Well, as I said, I'm an investor, so I'm doing certain things, and we'll see how that works out. Well, I know what my intention, so it will work out. So it's a plan and work. I'm tired, but I'm still, like, we all still have to do what we have to do.
Do you want to pursue music still?
I maybe in a different way, but I just recently got my artist bug bitten. Artist bug just bit me.
Anything? Or?
Nah, I mean, to get back in the studio, just create stuff, to do that, because I have a big audience, especially on Facebook. I have like over 22,000 people, and collectively with it's a good number of people. It's just, it's easy to make the now, you mentioned this, but it's easy to make the work, but it's a little hard to reach the people, because everything is so trendy, so accessible, and the platforms want you to spend money to get your stuff out there to the masses. So
I'm giving you an open invitation. You can come here if you want to record something, try to get it out.
Sure.
You come here, just let us know, and we're going to put it out as part of my place. It's and we'll help you out if we can.
Sure. I mean, I came up with this concept of doing lives with a lot of my friends, but I was wanting to do it once a month. But it's sometimes it can be a little difficult getting people, because everybody's on artists.
You mean people that work with you?
I don't need people just to come.
Oh, okay. Just get the artist.
Just somebody to come. No, that's one thing, but just getting the artists, depending on, because a lot of artists.
I said first, originally, I'm saying to get the artists to come and do your thing.
Right.
Because they all have their other stuff to do.
Well, sometimes it's just.
They just don't want to come.
They don't want to come, or you're paying, blah, blah. Things come into play. But I feel with the people that I ask, we have a relationship. I made money with you before. Or I did this, so come, and I will give you something. When you come, I'll feed you, I'll treat, whatever you need, I'll do it.
Going back to where we talked about a little while ago, it's money. People want to get paid for what they do.
Sure.
And it's very hard to do that at a certain level, like at your level, where you would have to reach into your pocket, and that could be costly too, because you might not get anything back.
Sure. So
you as an investor would have to, we produced a movie, I give you a copy of it. Do you have a Blu-ray player?
Well, no. You didn't put the movie on YouTube.
I'm going to give you a copy of it.
The tech guy will take care of that. The tech guy will take care of Blu-ray. Whoa, Blu-ray.
We didn't make any money on the movie, but it's a decent movie. It's a crazy movie.
Okay.
But everything takes money.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to I'm not using money as a obstacle.
No, but it is an obstacle because people want to get paid. They want to,
right.
You want them to come and work with you, and they go, "What's in it for me?
Well,
can you pay me? Can you take care of my transportation, or whatever?"
Well, there is different individuals. Well, first of all, as an artist, I understand. So if I will pay you, it may not be what you get into your gig. I will give you some money for coming because I don't expect nobody to work for free to ask unless you are close to me. My closest people that I know, I would ask. If other people, I'll give them a little bit of money for their pockets, and I will also try to make them understand the goal, but they're not obligated to do it. So I don't hold anything against them because being in the subway, I see so much talented people. Since I've been down there, seeing so many talented people individually doing their own thing, I don't think it makes any sense. I think if 10 of y'all came together, rented a hall, each 10 people promoted.
Oh, okay. And
then
their individual stuff.
But everybody is their own island.
Right.
And then you have different egos to deal with. Ego is not necessarily a bad thing, but, they see themselves by themselves doing their own thing.
I think that's a great idea, I really do.
But it's hard.
Well, everything. What's easy? Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell me what's easy.
Well, this is where my trigger just came in. It's because people, again, that ego and people not able to see beyond themselves, it's a little hard.
Well, then you don't work with them. You know what? It's like when I was a car salesman, a lot of people say no. There's always going to be one guy that says yes.
Sure.
Okay, so, if people are not into it, you got to let them go. It's nothing personal.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk to another people and put enough time into it,
you're right.
You'll get it.
That's the payoff. It's not, sometimes the pay isn't about monetarily, it's energy, attention.
Well, you know what, though? If enough people see it, you never know. They would subscribe to you, or
sure,
maybe help you out.
Well,
you never know who's going to see it.
Why I said that, because artists don't only sometimes just look at the monetary value of things. They don't see that there's community, there's power in community and exchange of energy among ourselves, which then can be infectious with other people, because when people see a bunch of people doing something and everybody becomes curious. Some artists don't have the insight to be able to see further than what you're saying. It's community that makes it, to me. You can't do something by yourself. I'm dealing with people who, like a producer who did shows, we're in a state now where they want to see the work you did first. You have to have your own audition. And then when they see the value of it, that's when they buy into it. So when it's just an idea, it's just an idea.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Take the idea.
Yeah,
I'm just you folks, women or men that who can't get their art out. That's one of the things that if you read the description of my place, is providing a platform for people that can't get their art out.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how, or they don't have the money to do it. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we're providing something for them to express themselves, get it out there to this camera.
Right.
And maybe someone will, you never know who's going to see it.
Sure.
And
it's consistency. I just like understanding what I'm up against and what hurdles that I understand why something doesn't work for somebody else. I understand the mentality of other people, so I know how to adjust and keep forging ahead. That's I like solving the problems.
To right now?
I'm referring to the whole conversation of us, of just people coming together in community and the obstacles that you have to deal with, individuals, other people, and sometimes it's not about getting a lot of people. It's about quality of people.
You know what though, you can't make too much of it, because again, you're going to get people that are
sure
going to say, you even start with two people. Mm-hmm. You're here.
Yeah.
You're one person. Now, if you would have brought your partner here, you would have had two people here.
Sure.
I've had jazz bands play here. I'm bringing the band is going to be here in January. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have a whole band play here.
Okay.
I've had singers here.
Mm-hmm.
these people, they want to be here. If they don't want to be here, that's a whole. You can't beat someone over the head.
No.
You gotta go to my place.
No. Again, I'm just as kind of projecting.
Yeah, that's what
it doesn't
we're doing.
stop me from doing it. Sometimes what it does sometimes triggers me, makes me mad because like y'all are just not seeing the full, and I guess every creator has that situation where I have this dream, I have this idea, and I want you to see it. And no, not everybody's going to believe in what the hell you're talking about.
I want to give you an example. When I started this granola company, it was an accident.
Which is very good, by the way. We're talking about Goody granola. Goody granola, yeah. Anyway. How are you talking?
Well, when I first started, a couple of people saying, "You want to make granola? You know how much granola is out there?" And I said, you know what? There's always a lot of everything. You got to put your slant on it.
Mm-hmm.
And how I got into Whole Foods is I went into Whole Foods on 3rd Street and 3rd Avenue in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And we were selling this stuff in baggies. And I have one in my freezer that I have from 13 years ago with a little name tag on it, Goody's Granola. And then we put them in plastic bags. And what I did is I went into Whole Foods and I said, this is a local product. And I make granola. The guy kind of almost laughed at me. He said, let me show you something. He took me down this aisle. He said, look at all this granola we have. Mm-hmm. Took me another aisle and he goes, look at all this granola we have. Mm-hmm. Then he took me at the end cap. That's at the end of the aisle. Mm-hmm. And he said, look what we have here. We have more granola here. Mm-hmm. He said, do you think we need any granola? I said, do me a favor, just try it. And he tried it, and he said, well, it's nothing like we have. I want to help you get in.
Okay.
And that's how this is when Whole Foods was Whole Foods. Now it's owned by Amazon. Mm-hmm. So he helped me get in. And once you got into one store, you were approved for all the stores in a certain area, so it was easy to get in. Mm-hmm. Hardest part is getting people to buy it. That's always the hardest part.
That's advertising dollars.
Well, it's not that. You got people taste it. I'm up against General Mills, Post, Kellogg's, and all of this other stuff. I'm this little baby fish in this giant food ocean. But that's how we got into Whole Foods. It took us about 2 months. I met a guy doing a demo, that young guy. He makes pasta. Took him over 2.5 years with Amazon owner to get into Whole Foods. It's so corporate. But you know what? Whole Foods is the one that saved us during the pandemic. So I want to thank you.
The old,
thank you.
That's the old Whole Foods before Amazon, or the Amazon Whole Foods.
The old Whole Foods.
No. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? I'm sure. Thank God now they help us out too.
Okay.
It's like most of them are when you deal with the stores, most of them want to help you. Every once in a while, you get some schmuck or whatever that for some reason you don't gel, But I try to overcome that. I can pretty much overcome it.
Okay.
But I really love this idea of this Subway stuff. There's
a lot of talented people out there. There's a lot of people that want to be heard. I could share some. If you look at my TikTok, I have or if you look on Instagram or TikTok, I have a lot. I share a lot of them.
I have to check you out on TikTok.
Yeah,
I really do.
Before it disappears.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing as on Instagram.
Everyone's going bye-bye.
Nah, not at all.
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
It makes too much money.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, yeah, I'm sure at the end of the last day, someone's going to buy it, because that was the whole situation. They said either somebody has to buy it, and so a lot of politicians was like, let's put our money together and get TikTok, but whatever. Facebook would be happy anyway.
Listen, I never watched TikTok, and all of a sudden I got almost addicted to this stuff. You sit there, because it's 30 seconds. A lot of people are selling product on TikTok. It is amazing.
It's too much.
Oh my God.
It's too much. It's like annoying. They tell a story and then all of a sudden just leads to a product. And this when you use Goody's and I was in the desert and I was just starving and I just, I saw a Goody rapper and this is what I damn,
That's the ad right there.
damn, what the hell?
I wanted to have a rabbi crying.
Right.
Crying. And someone says, Rabbi, what's the matter? He says, I'm waiting for Goody's to go kosher. It's not kosher. Boy, guy is on death row. There you go. Joey, final meal. What would you like?
Goody, it's good. It's going over.
And then you pan back and there's Goody's got all the empty bags all over.
Thank you. I can finally get shocked.
Oh, man. Here's a lot of, that's one of the commercials that I wanted to do. But here, you got a perfect jazz cell right here.
Yeah.
You should do it.
So before I used to be a songwriter of love. And I see an empty space right now. Music has to fill up a space where it's inspirational, not gospel, not particularly like religious based, but just because so many people are in pain.
Well, yeah, and I think they've always,
And,
I've always been in pain.
in pain from past, in pain for what they're going through right now. And the reason why TikTok is so good because you journey away from your reality. And like even recently for myself, I did work on myself of just reprogramming my mind because the way I was thinking was not serving me. So a lot of the music that I tend to put out now, I want to be able to not preach, but teach, but yet not preach, the way it could be relatable. And that's what the power of music is supposed to be relatable. Sex has its place in music, everything, but right now it's so dominated by just one thing, especially in hip hop. And we need to get that rainbow back, that rainbow of love and different colors to see different colors so people could choose.
It's good music. It's all the melody and the music.
Yeah. That's my dream.
Well,
That's my focus.
I love your dream because that's the kind of music I like.
Mm-hmm.
I like stuff that moves you, puts you in a great mood.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of lifts you up, and you want to hear it over. Like there are songs that I play over and over and over. I mean, and then I sing it through my mind. You can't get it out of your head sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but they make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Make you feel real good.
But the funny part now is that for the generation that's raising up with this music now, that shit makes them feel good.
Oh yeah, you got a point there. That's the shit.
That when you hear in sometimes there was mumble rap and blah 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 blah, and I understood it because they were more listening to the rhythm of what's going on, boom boom boom. But when you listen to a person with no disrespect to any artist, like I have to give the example, like a Sexy Red or any of these young, she's talking about abortions. Making abortions cool or this other subject cool, and it's like, where are we going with this? And I used to feel like that.
Well, he's talking to society is letting him. It's
Her.
not letting her do it.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to do. Like they celebrate aborting people. There's a political stuff I really want to get into.
It's not political.
Well, it is political. I mean, it is. It's like laws and rules and whose body is it and whose life is it, and.
I'm saying the way I'm saying it is not political because it's like we are programming each other. That's not political. It's just
she's being I don't know who the artist is.
Right.
I've never heard the artist, but anyone that's singing about glorifying anything, about killing anything.
Well, that was just one of the examples. She says a lot. She goes down the line and says a lot, and people are dancing to it and vibing to it, and somebody is making somebody feel good.
How's the music? Is the music good?
What?
I'm not talking about the lyrics. Is the music that she's singing to? Is she a rapper?
Yeah.
Or is she
For that generation, that music is perfect. It all coincides together. And for that generation, that's what they're rocking off of. They're vibing. They're vibey or whatever they're vibing.
I want to try to separate the lyrics from the music. All right, lyrics over
There is no separation.
Well, there is, because if you took the lyrics out, how would the music sound?
They would vibe off of it. because that's what.
No. Is it a good thing? Is it a moving thing where you're moving to the drum?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the music. Sometimes it's the lyrics that you're putting into the music.
Yes,
that could be a little crazy.
It's a vibration that's, it's because that's what moves us. The music is move us. The rhythm that you say it becomes infectious, and that's sort of our musical drug.
Well, no, the music has always been like pounding music. Even my thing, there were certain groups that did this stuff, and you just groove into this stuff. You move to it, makes you move. Every type of music puts a different slant on how you're going to react to. Mm-hmm. Some music is going to let you just kind of relax, maybe have a cup of coffee.
Sure, but this not.
And then you have your dance music.
Sure, we have that.
So you separate that. The lyrics might not approve of the lyrics, but what I'm trying to find from you is the music itself. It's not creating craziness. It's creating, like people moving and grooving.
There's a flow but again, it's generational. So you might hear it. You might hear it and might not like it. For them, they bop to it. They would say they bop to it.
Well, I wouldn't understand it. I would have to listen to it for a while.
You don't need to understand. It's all right. Spare yourself. Spare yourself from it. It's just the point I'm making is just that's fine. That's there. So if that example of music is there, fine. It's supposed to be there, but there has to be some balance. There has to be another side to it. Unfortunately, that's industry, and the other side needs that same support.
You know what? A lot of that though is maybe the house structure, what kind of music they're listening to when you're younger. I think you have to expose children to different kind of genres.
Sure, yeah, you do.
Music.
I mean, my mom, that's the reason why I know everything from the Beatles to, because I've heard. But then back in those days of us growing up, radio stations were not genre oriented.
They weren't allowed to play some of this stuff.
They wasn't allowed, but they played everything. One station would play rock and roll, R&B, and mixture.
Came,
and then that's when it started changing things up a little bit.
Well, that's when you had more stuff coming. It was very interesting thing about separating the lyrics and stuff. I don't know if you ever there's videos of like the Temptations where they take away the music and you just hear them singing. Yeah. I don't know if you ever heard those.
Yeah. Fox.
It's an amazing. They were just so great. I mean, but they do that with a lot of people. They give how they're singing a song in the concert, but they'll take the music part out, and you hear the voice. It's an unbelievable thing. You
should hear some of Michael's stuff. They do that with Michael.
It's great.
He does all his harmonies, and you could just hear everything. Anyway. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, but again, you have to. Now, you're talking about younger people, and what age group are you talking about? You talking about people in their 20s, or they may be. You have to understand. Every generation is looking for their voice.
Sure.
Okay, and we had our voice with rock and roll. I talked about my dad. And then there was psychedelic stuff, where you were tripping out to, So what they're doing now, they're trying to find a voice. Whether you like it or not, that's a whole nother story.
Sure. Basically my message is that
you want to
balance.
Good stuff.
Balance. Because that's going to be there. That's going to be there, but it's just having balance. Even when hip-hop had balance at one time, you had your Public Enemy, you had your Tribe Called Quest, you had your Onyx, you had...
Kid and Play.
Yeah, Kid and Play.
Yeah.
And nothing, everybody had their own sound.
Look at Will Smith. When he was rapping, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
It was great stuff.
Everybody had their own sound. Now everything just sounds alike. Even all the R&B singers, all the girls just sound alike.
Well, yeah, that's what
it's like. Everybody just sounds like it's a carbon copy. Like the industry is just, if you don't sound like this person, you ain't gonna sell.
And that's the music
industry.
Honchos. That's the
industry.
Part.
That's why I say industry.
Yeah, that's the business part.
So there's no creative spirit to it, in my opinion. Humble somebody will, it's just opinion.
I agree with you on that a lot. Yeah.
So that's what that creates. So if my music don't have trap, then you ain't gonna listen to it because you're not exposed, because it's not vibing enough, and that's fine. But you know, for everybody else, I want more the availability of choice. If you know there's something out there,
I want to hear you sing a little bit.
Sure.
All right. So on that segue, we're going to have my man Bess give you a sample of what the Subway's people listen to.
Oh,
Hope you appreciate it.
with Nelly.
These are just some of the songs I perform on the train. So just close your eyes and just listen to this song. Just listen to that guitar just ring. I hope that you're the one, and not you hide all the time, but tiptoe to the sun. Show you things I know you like. Think I'm in love again. Yeah. I think I'm in love again. Today must be my lucky day. Yeah. You have all the time. We could do something ordinary, like catch a matinee, yeah, yeah. You have all the time. I think I'm in love again. Da-do, 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 yeah. I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find love within. I came by to let you know got a thing for you and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me, 'cause I'm in a daze from your love scene. I came back to let you know got a thing for you and I can't let go. Though I only want the best, is true. They don't understand the things I do for you. What you won't do, you do for love. You tried everything, but don't give up. In my world, only you make it do for love what you won't do. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. What kind she come up there, lover. Wanna tell her and do her, oh my heart, vacation, never. Wanna be all around your cup, yeah. Are we really sure that our love that lasted for so long stepped on? Do I really care? Hey, yeah, let's talk about the distractions going on elsewhere. Yeah, I keep hearing footsteps, babe, in the dark. Oh, the dark, yeah. Why keep hearing footsteps, babe, in the dark? Oh, the dark, yeah, yeah. Let's stop fooling around, babe. He came up to somewhere back from long ago. The sentimental photos, he trying hard to recreate what is yet to be created. Once in her life, she molded a smile from the child's tale. Never coming near what he wanted to say, only to realize it never really was. She had a place in his life. He never made her think twice. As he rises to her apology, anybody else will surely know. He's watching her go. What a fool believes. He sees what man has power to reason away. Da, 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 da. I know you're rising in the morning sun. I need to touch you with pouring rain. In the moment that you wander far from me, I need to feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on the summer breeze. Keep me warm with your love, then would softly leave. And in me you need to show how deep is your love. Your love, how deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down, and they all should let us be. You belong to you and me. To believe in you, you hold the key to my very soul.
Oh, my man Bess, I want to thank you so much for stopping by in my place.
No problem, bro.
I have some big hopes for us, man, with this
Yeah, consistency
Subway,
and a plan.
Subway kind. What's the name you call it? A buster? Or
They call it busking. I don't like the word busking.
okay, so we won't use that. But busting
Oh, you
concert.
don't like that? I didn't mean any offense by it.
No. It's not. You know, no.
But
no,
you know
it's
what,
not, no
though?
offense at all. But I just don't like the word.
I know you don't like it, but just think, busting concert.
He said busting concert.
Well,
Busting.
well, I don't know. I mean,
Let's go. Sound like we're doing a porno now. Busting, okay. Busking. I think we can figure out a
better
creative
name.
name.
Okay,
Right.
get that name. Get busting nothing. But my man Bess is going to sign the wall of fame. You got something like that. Pick a square.
I think I'll go underneath the jazz. The jazz right next to the 1970.
There you go, brother. I want to thank you for stopping by the month again. You were terrific. I mean,
Take you back. Always and forever, each moment with you, it's just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same. For we have a life of love that won't ever change. And every day, love me your own special way. Melt on my heart away. With smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll spend tomorrow together. I'll always love you forever. Forever love you. Let's go.
Yeah, you cut it that part, right? Because that's what the foul was.
what was wrong with it?
Yeah. No. That's as long as the foul is.
You good? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. I got dizzy.
Thank God that drum was there.
Yeah.
I knew I put that there. You okay, brother?
Yeah, no.
I'm tired. That's my problem too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, but this was great. That was great. I
That
wish
was
I was
amazing.
recording that.
That was amazing.
See? I told you you were just getting warmed up.
That's amazing.
Did you get that?
No, yeah, that's it. I did get that.
That's how we're going to
But I
end this. What a great ending to the show, man.
I felt myself leading like I got it.
Did you
I
get
got
that
it.
on camera?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, my man, we got the ending.
I felt myself leaning out like I got this. I was like, oh shoot, I'm going down. Frazier going down. Put Frazier going down.
Frazier going
down. It's all right. Let's go.
Woo. All right, man.
All that practice and fucked up the end.
What I would do for love. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's look at the camera and just say, just say what I want to do for love, baby. Let's do it right in the camera.
What I would do for love.
Yeah!
No, this is fantastic, man.